Good evening, ma'am.
Mr. Smith, you are here? Good evening,
Yeah,
Ria. Good evening and all. Yes,
yes,
yes.
ma'am.
Okay, so at 6:35 we will start, if it is okay with you.
Ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. Parth, you are here? Okay. You complete the tasks whichever I given to you. So before it starts, let me tell you all the participants that for certification there are two requirements. So one is you need to go to the YouTube link which will be shared by Parth shortly, okay, and subscribe it and write your name over here as a part of attendance that you are attending this program. And secondly, we will share the feedback form. Once you fill the feedback form on auto mode, if your name is on YouTube and you have filled the feedback form, after few minutes the what we can say, this would come to you, the certificate would come to you. Right, so make sure that you attend the whole program and you mark attendance whenever said on both the places, because many times 300 400 people join, but then I mean they register but then they don't join and they're just looking for the certificate. So we are not just looking into that, right? So that is the way out in which you all have to perform the things. So we'll start accordingly. So good evening, one and all present over here. Ronak Prajapati. So the same thing was there in the Excel workshop also. So if you were not consistent for 2 days and if you have not mentioned the comments or you have not filled the feedback form, then you might not have received the certificate, because those who were regular and those who have followed both the things, they have already received the certificate, right? So the same thing would follow today also. We welcome Mr. Smith Galani once again on this third day and on this day of the workshop on the PowerPoint. We all know that how PowerPoint is important, and especially for the field or for the students who are in the management. You have to make so many presentations. You have to go to the companies there also, as a part of your project also you have to do the presentations, and tomorrow when you go in the corporate, there also you would be required to go for so many presentations. So presentations, PowerPoint, that is a part of your life and you cannot escape yourself. We all know PowerPoint, but then there are various tools and techniques which are important to study, which we generally don't use, but which are very, very small, but very important for all of you. And that is why we have invited Mr. Smith, who would coordinate and carry on the class, and he would like to give you inputs on how beautifully you can make the slides, how what are the different functionalities that you can use so that you can make your presentation and your PowerPoint more beautiful, more enriching, and more powerful. So thank you once again, and welcoming all of you on behalf of Department of Public Policy and Governance, BK School of Professional and Management Studies. This department started in 2020 with an aim to provide the students, services related to the management fundamentals, and especially we are offering the courses in the MBA in the event management, MBA in public policy management, MBA in defense management, MBA in business economics and public finance, and some of the PG diploma courses are there in the areas of the finance and so on and so forth. So we welcome you all, and over to you, Mr. Smith, for the further actions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you all of you for participating again. Okay, so I'll be sharing the link for today. Okay, so you will able to download the PPT, what we are going to do today. I will be so there will be some references that we are going to create today, basically. Okay, I'll just I'm uploading some of the stock images also along with the PPT so that you can use them. Can you all see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. Sure. So let us begin now. I'll be sharing the link in a while. The things are uploading right now. Okay. So what we are going to do today is some of the standard. Basically, many of you know probably that about the animations, right? About the shapes that we can use, about the pictures, and about the placing the standard designs, how to select the standard designs. I'm going on some more things where you can create your own designs. That is going to be very important, because many of the times we feel that the standard designs are not up to the mark, and it is required that kuch acha naya kare, right? So let me show you what we are going to do, and then I'll be sharing the link to download. Okay, otherwise सब लोग download में फंस जाएंगे, right? So this is what we are going to do today. Some of the slides I have taken from the animations के लिए कुछ content है जो I already teach, so I have taken some of the content and flow from that, but some of them we are going to create today only. So let me give you the agenda, what we are going to do. Okay, so this is the first slide, workshop on Microsoft PowerPoint. You can see that. Okay, this next slide will be this one. We are going to create this one from the scratch, from the blank. Also this one.
This call is now being recorded.
This one. Right. So I'm already giving you some idea कि भाई क्या होने वाला है, right? Final output क्या है, so that we at least have a broader perspective, right? What we are going to do actually. एक step से क्या क्या effect होने वाला है, that you can easily grasp. That's why I'm showing you the slides. Okay. Then this one. Yes, I already took lecture in the first year BBA. It was one of the sum there, right? Flow. We have to create a flow also sometimes so that it is understood. Can be understood to the audience, right? So this is going to be there today. Right. Okay. So this is what we are going to learn today. I'm going to share the link right now. So just don't carry away with the PPT right now. I have already shown what we are going to cover. That's why I have shown right now. Right. So that will be there only. ये पूरा जो PPT animated है पूरा है, but हमें create करना है. That is the agenda. So I have shared the link for the folder where you can see the stock images. If you want to download the stock images, that is fine. If you don't want and you already have some pictures in the laptop, so you can use them also. We are just going to use for the sum of the references only, right? So this are the folder. This you can see here, right? So you just download the PPT. That is also fine, right? First file only. When it's done, downloading is done. Just write done so I can get the idea. The idea behind sharing this content already is to copy paste some of the content so that you don't have to search for the content as of now in the workshop today, right? Let's start doing the first slide. Many of the times you will feel कि अभी थोड़ा सा कुछ एक दो चीज जगह पे रिपीटेटिव हो, but again हमें एक पूरा स्लाइड को प्रॉपर प्रेजेंटेबल बनाना है, so कुछ यूज करने की जरूरत पड़े. चलो जैसे मैं कर रहा हूँ वैसे ही स्टार्ट करोगे आप लोग. लेट्स एंटर द न्यू स्लाइड. अब जैसे ही एंटर किया ये आपका क्रिएट होके आ गया. अब यही क्रिएट करना है हमें. वी वांट टू क्रिएट दिस ओनली, राइट? सो लेट्स चेंज द लेआउट. What you can do is right click on the slide. Right click on the slide. Just a second. Okay. Now you can also see what I'm pressing, right? Okay. Right click on the slide. And go to the layout and select the blank one. Okay. We are always doing on the blank part. ठीक है. काफी लेआउट्स मैंने यहाँ पे आपको जो शीट दिया है तो मैंने अभी लेआउट क्रिएट किया है तो आपके पास रहेंगे ही रहेंगे, राइट? बट वी आर गोइंग टू क्रिएट फ्रॉम द स्क्रैच. सो ब्लैंक स्लाइड. In the bottom left corner, you will able to see what I am pressing. Let's say this is Alt I am pressing, Control S, correct? So you can follow, right? I hope we are on the same page right now, everyone. If there is any student which are lagging behind, just let me know in the chat box, okay? Chal, now let us create this one, right? What we want, workshop on Microsoft PowerPoint. So basically, there is a text and the color, or let's say not just color actually, it is actually image. The colorful जो आपको दिख रहा है वो image है. Let us create your own later. ठीक है, आप लोग अपना नाम से later करोगे, वर्कशॉप वाला टेक्स्ट फिर बन सकता है वैसे ही. ठीक है, आप अपने नाम का लेटर बनाओ, मैं बनाता हूं एस का. ठीक है, चलो. So how do we do that? Once again, okay, blank slide. Go to the insert and insert text box. You can see the text box here. You can see the text box. Correct. So insert the text box. यहाँ पे आप ड्रॉप कर दो और लिखो S. ठीक है, because I am using my name, initials of my name S only, right? Sure. So let's increase the size of it. For example, I'm making 200. Let's make it more, 250. Right? Or let's make it more, 300 kar do. Okay. Now keep this copy. Control C दबा के रखो, इसको copy करके रखो. ये particular text box जो create किया, copy करो. You can go to the view now, view, and go to the slide master. Without slide master also you can do it, but अभी हम slide master में इसीलिए कर रहे हैं कि अगर एक कुछ स्टैंडर्ड बनाना चाहते हैं हम, तो स्टैंडर्ड बन जाए, राइट? अपने कंपनी के लोगों के साथ या ऐसा कुछ. तो आई एम एंटरिंग एक्स्ट्रा स्लाइड. आई एम मेकिंग इट, आई एम चेंजिंग द नेम, letter, okay, just letter. As of now, letter S, for example, right? You can write your letter, let's say for example, letter M, letter A, letter B, right? Chalo, remove this, we don't want this, and Control V. You will get the letter S here. Now, one more thing that you can do is you can change. You go to the home. You can change the font style here, right? You can change the font style. Let me do it some fun. थोड़ा सा हो जाए वैसा कुछ select करते हैं. ऐसा कुछ फॉन्ट सिलेक्ट करना जो ठीक हो, एंड हाँ ठीक हो. आई यूज्ड कूपर ब्लैक. ठीक हो वैसा करना. राइट. आई होप दिस इज डन एवरीवन. जस्ट कॉपी पेस्टिंग टू द स्लाइड मास्टर. Now the next step, focus here. You go to the slide master, just deselect this, okay? Deselect this. Go to the slide master again and insert placeholder, and you insert for the picture. Just focus here. Insert placeholder for the picture, something like this, square. I will explain again. Just अभी focus कर लो एक बार. We have insert the placeholder from the slide master. Okay. Now select the letter जो हमने अभी create किया. Okay, send this to the back. Okay, ये problem करेगा क्योंकि selection नहीं करने देगा. So there is one option called send backward from the format part. Whenever you select anything like picture or shape or letter or text box or any kinds of an tool, you can send it to the backward. Backward मतलब जो सारे बहुत सारे place holders होंगे हमारे पास for the letters, for the shapes, for the pictures, we can send them back, right? So क्या होगा, एक ऊपर नीचे होगा ना, तो backward कर लो इसको, ठीक है? Either send it to the back, the utmost back, right? Backward होता है वो एक एक करके भेजता है. So just use backward because दो ही है. तो देखो ऑटोमेटिकली S ऊपर आ गया. सी पहले S पिक्चर पीछे था, सॉरी S पीछे था, पिक्चर ऊपर था. जैसे ही मैंने यहाँ सेंड बैकवर्ड दबाया, पिक्चर पीछे चला गया, राइट? नाउ सिलेक्ट द लेटर S. Excuse me. Select the letter S and select the picture placeholder now. Now there is one option, both selection. पहले S को select करो, फिर picture को select करना, ठीक है? And there is some option called merge shapes in the shape format. Merge shapes. Apply the intersect. Or you can actually just a second. It is not working as of now. Merge shape, intersect. Okay, just a second. Okay. See, ये issues आते हैं many times. Slide master, because intersect करने time. Let us change the font as of now. Okay, चलो pictures को select किया and then shape को select किया. Let's do the intersection now. Right. So first आप picture select करो and then letter S. First picture select करना and then letter S. And when you select this one of this, you will see the effect here, right? Union is it will merge. जो shape हमारा created है ना square वाला picture का और S का, उसका union होगा, right? जो set theory में union intersection वगैरह हम करते थे. Combine, दोनों को combine करना, fragment and intersect. अभी हम intersect पे focus करेंगे, ठीक है? As soon as we do this intersection and now close the master view and insert that slide or change the layout of this particular slide as of now. Change the layout. As we have already created letter S वाला, तो just आप letter S वाला यहाँ पे put कर दो. You can increase the size, decrease the size. And now in आप just आपके जो stock images होंगी, right? So इनमें से आप कोई भी images ले सकते हो. So previously I have used this particular colorful image. That's why it got colorful. Otherwise I can use any of the images. Let's say ये image use करते हैं, right? Now you can see. And the image that you placed, that can be also shifted. For example, if I use the crop button, or I can move around like this. Or let's say if I want this one, or let's say if I want only this part, correct? So as per whatever you require, you can select it. Okay, for example, let's use the stock images. There is a stock image option also in the pictures, so you can also include the stock images, right? Sometimes from the file, sometimes from the stock images. So sometimes you probably have the pictures folder, maybe pictures हो सकते हैं, right? So you can use any of the picture. Right? So this was option called intersect. Very important for creating desired shapes, desired this kind of an output for the pictures also. Very effective. I hope everyone is clear with that. I hope everyone is clear. Should we repeat with another letter? चलो एक बार और करते हैं. Let's say, so how do we do that? Any letter, for example, you can directly go to the slide master also, but the effect can easily be seen here. So just go to the slide master. Let's say यहाँ पे हम एक letter create करते हैं. For example, insert. You go to the insert and then text box. For example, Gujarat University. Okay. Right. Now you can change the, let's say, to some other font style. Now, I hope this part is clear. Inserting the text, and just go to the slide master, insert placeholder, the picture, send the picture holder back, and now select the text box, merge shapes, intersect. Merge shapes, and you can do the intersect. In the shape format, you will have merge shapes, intersect. Right? Now close the slide master view. So this will be created, right? So let's use the some of the stock images if you have any. I hope this is clear now. So going to repeat many of the times. शायद हम कहीं ना कहीं ऐसे एक दो बार करेंगे ये चीज, not with the letters obviously because it is already done, but with the shapes, right? So if there is any doubt, you can mention in the chat box. Okay. The next slide is going to be a lengthy one because there are a lot of many things that you can see here that we are going to. How does it look it in the slideshow? So this is going to be very lengthy process, not the tough one, but obviously lengthy process, right? We want this many kinds of in shapes, right? और बहुत सारे कुछ effects भी दिख रहे हैं आपको, right? चलो, so how do we create such slides? Okay. So again, the new slide, blank. If it is not blank, just right click it, go to the layout and select the blank slide. Clear? Sure. Color combination कुछ अलग करेंगे, but let's design it first. ठीक है? So to apply into the background, two ways. There are two ways. One is you can apply it through this format background. How do we get there? Right click, go to the format background, go to the format background, and there will be a sidebar where you can apply the gradient fill, right? Okay, but for now, let's say if you are finding difficult, there is also another way. Finding difficult because बहुत सारे इफेक्ट्स अगर लगाने हैं तो probably थोड़ा सा heavy लगता है direct background पे इफेक्ट करना. So what we do, we create a shape, right? एक rectangle shape create कर लो या फिर full background दे दो उसको, ठीक है? Apply to the whole slide. So how do we do this? First, you go to the insert, and then there is a shapes. There is a shapes. Here you choose the rectangle part and cover the whole slide. Cover the whole slide. Now, right click, format shape. Right click and the format shape. Right click, format shape. First of all, remove the line. We don't want line. That is border, right? Border we don't want. So this line is in border. Shape का क्या border रहता है वो है. So no line. No line. And now apply the gradient filter. So preset जो आपका already होगा वो उन्होंने कर दिया, right? कोई बात नहीं, हम अपने हिसाब से change करते हैं. For example, now ये जो 4 points है ना, वो 4 के हिसाब से अपना linearity देखो, ये shades जो गिर रहे हैं ना, ये 4 stoppage है, ठीक है? These are stops. So एक colors के बाद दूसरा color. For example, if drastically if I change the color, so how do we change the color of all the stops? So first you select this particular stop, this one, and select the color. For example, let's black. So you got it black here. Then stop 2 and select the color. Red, for example. And stop 3. So you can add as many stop as possible. ठीक है, आपको जितना जरूरत है उतना कर सकते हो आप. How do we add the stops? Through this 2 ways, right? You can delete the stops, you can add the stops. Let's say last stop का already blue है, but थोड़ा darker shade अभी के लिए show करने के लिए, right? So we use black, red, and yellow and blue. So now you can understand, right? The stops कैसे चल रहे, gradient stops कैसे चल रहे, correct? But we don't want this one, right? हमारा एक कुछ एजेंडा तो ये वाला है, right? तो थोड़ा सा कलर सेम नहीं रखेंगे, ठीक है? एक ऑलरेडी है तो कुछ नया करते हैं. सो ये वाला शेप अगेन सिलेक्ट करो. रिमूव द 2 स्टॉप्स, डोंट रिक्वायर, ठीक है? मिड वाले जो 2 स्टॉप्स है ना, रिमूव इट. सो हाउ डू वी रिमूव? जस्ट सिलेक्ट द रेड कलर और वॉट एवर इन द सेकेंड एंड थर्ड, रिमूव इट. राइट? एंड डायरेक्शंस हम स्लांट रखते हैं, राइट? स्लांट वाला रखते हैं. नाउ चेंज द कलर. एक साइड हमें कुछ ऑरेंज साइड था ना, तो लेट्स से चेंज करते हैं. मोर कलर्स में जाओ. सो यू कैन सिलेक्ट मोर कलर्स फ्रॉम दिस. फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से ग्रीन, and on other side let's keep it blue. It looks nice, right? I hope up to this point we are clear. The background is ready. The background is ready. Yes, no in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, okay. एक फायदा क्या है पता है? अगर ये शेप में डिलीट भी कर देता हूं, चलो अभी के लिए रखते हैं, बट आई हैव क्रिएटेड व्हाट आई वांटेड. इफ आई वांट टू, जब यहाँ पे मैं फॉर्मेट बैकग्राउंड में भी जाऊंगा ना, जस्ट फॉर्मेट बैकग्राउंड ऑटोमेटिकली आ गया था. एंड इफ आई सिलेक्ट द ग्रेडियंट, पावर पॉइंट रिकॉर्ड करके रखता है whatever the gradient that I have done in the previous shape, right? So if I just select the gradient fill, it will take whatever we have done previously. Look at it. Solid fill se we are going to the gradient fill. The background, or just look at it. As soon as I select the gradient fill, it will automatically take it. Right? So background आ गया. So let's remove the shape as of now. Directly भी कर सकते थे obviously. But shapes में क्या फायदा रहता है कि sometimes we don't want the entire screen to be in one way, right? There are probably 2 parts of this slide. So एक ऐसा कुछ हो, दूसरा let's say pink and blue ho, green and blue ho, yeah, orange and blue ho. So we have to use the shape in that cases, right? In those cases. Now, so we got the background, right? It's very looking good. Some of the changes that you can do it if it is not proper. Sometimes see, यहाँ पे अगर आपने stops add कर दिया हो ना, तो एक color शायद let's say white है, तो एक लाइन दिखेगी आपको, सी, राइट? सो ये सब रिमूव करना हो, जस्ट रिमूव द स्टॉप एज ऑफ नाउ, या फिर चेंज द कलर टू द नियरेस्ट टू द बिटवीन द ग्रीन एंड ब्लू. सो एक उसको शेड मिलेगा, राइट? बट एज ऑफ नाउ लेट्स रिमूव दिस ओनली. So you can work around some of the features given here, right? Transparency, brightness, and positions, right? So ये position, ये particular चीज की position है, right? कि भाई green color कितना position है? So it is at the one of the extremes, right? So एक 0 होगा, and this blue is at another extreme, so 100% पे होगा. Remember, we have used the direction on the diagonal wise, right? Diagonal wise. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now what we want, shape चाहिए, right? ऐसे कुछ shapes चाहिए. पहले ये shape पे focus करते, right? कैसे करेंगे? From the scratch. Okay. I'm zooming down I'm zooming down to the ओके चलो हम नीचे आ गए, थोड़ा सा जगह रखते हैं, हाँ ओके. सो नाउ गो टू द इंसर्ट, go to the insert, and in that shapes. ओके शेप्स में एक तो आप ये कर्व बना सकते हो, राइट, एंड फॉलो द पैटर्न दैट इज हैज ऑलरेडी बीन डन. बट हमें हर बार तो पैटर्न ऐसा ऐसा होता नहीं है, so we have to create on our own. So just select this one, free form shape, right? There will be multiple like arrow down, arrow right, arrow left, triangle, rectangle. There will be free form shape, free form shape. Select that free form shape. Right? चलो अब सिलेक्ट करने के बाद चलो क्या करेंगे, सबसे पहले जो शेप क्रिएट करना है ना उसमें कुछ 3-4 स्टॉप्स हैं, सो ये आपको ध्यान रखने पड़ेंगे. जैसे ही हम एक बार लेफ्ट क्लिक करेंगे, ओनली वन टाइम लेफ्ट क्लिक करके छोड़ दो, फिर वो अपने आप ड्रॉप होगा, ड्रैग होगा. देख लो यहाँ पे मैं ग्रीन में कर रहा हूं, जैसे ही मैंने एक बार लेफ्ट क्लिक करके छोड़ दिया, एंड नाउ लुक एट दिस. करेक्ट. तो अभी ये प्रॉब्लम कर रहा है यहाँ पे, ठीक है, ब्लू कलर जैसा कुछ बन रहा है. तो लेट्स एस्केप दिस एज ऑफ नाउ. आई एम जस्ट डूइंग इनटू द सेकंड स्लाइड, ब्लैंक स्लाइड, शेप्स यहाँ पे, ठीक है. चलो तो यहाँ पे क्रिएट करते हैं ऐसा कुछ शेप. अच्छा, डबल क्लिक नहीं करना है, सिंगल क्लिक करके एक बार क्लिक किया, लेफ्ट क्लिक, एंड देन स्ट्रेट लाइन ऐसा कुछ बनेगा. देन दिस वन, लेट्स से ऐसा कुछ, एंड देन कंप्लीट द शेप. कंप्लीट करना बहुत जरूरी है. लाइक दिस इट विल बी कंप्लीटेड. ओके, एंड एज सून एज आई प्रेस द लेफ्ट की, it will be completed. चलो अगर एंड तक हो जाना चाहिए, ऐसा एंड तक हो जाना चाहिए, राइट. चलो आई होप दिस इज डन, आई होप दिस इज डन. Now I'm going to teach one another topic, or sorry, topic ही बोल सकते हैं. एक जो टूल है, फीचर है, that is called edit points. So जैसे shape select करके रखो, and you will see the option in the shape format. In the shape format, you will see the option edit shape, where you will find edit points. Edit points. Click on the edit points. The points will be created like this. Okay. Now, as soon as you see these points, now select this particular point. In the midway, you also get this open empty square, white colored square. Select that one. You can form the shape like this. Then select this one. Here you can see the two ways, right? वहां पे भी दो था, दोनों ways में you can create a curve like this. Whatever way, right? आपको जैसे पसंद आए कर्व्स देना चाहते हो. right? Clear? Or even you can bring this down to this point also, or something like this also, if you want to stretch it up. Right? So whatever way, if you are finding आपको कैसा दिख रहा है कैसा नहीं, उस हिसाब से you can create the curved shape like this. Right? चलो, so हम यहाँ पे freeze कर देते हैं उसको अभी के लिए. Now this is clear? Is this clear? चलो, so ऐसा ही दूसरा एक शेप भी चाहिए था हमें, राइट? सो लेट्स क्रिएट दैट आल्सो वन अगेन. आप इसको कॉपी पेस्ट भी कर सकते हो. फॉर एग्जांपल, आप कॉपी पेस्ट नहीं करना है, अब तो क्लियरली कर सकते हो, करेक्ट? सो इंसर्ट, go to the shapes, free form shape. Right, and then go to the edit shapes, edit points. Clear? So now I'm going to take this one and this one also. Control X, cut, and in this slide you just Control V. The shape will be pasted as it is. Now you can see that there are extra part at ends, right? So how do we remove that? Very easy. We have already used that function. Just go to the insert and shapes and select the rectangle. Select the rectangle and put it like this. And select another angle and जो भी extra part है उसको cover करते हुए put it like this. Okay. Select the rectangle and put it like this. Correct, Ronak. We are going to subtract. As we have already done the intersection part, now we are going to do the subtract part. So subtract from the original shape जो हमें चाहिए था वो, and shape format में जाओगे, merge shapes. There is something called subtract. Right? I'm repeating with the below shapes, going to the insert, taking the rectangle, two rectangles, and subtract from the original figure, original shapes. Go to first select the original shape and then select the rectangles. And go to the merge shapes and subtract. I hope this part is done. Now, let's finish this part. Let's select the color for this, right? So यहाँ पे हमने देखा तो opposite color था, right? सामने के gradient से. So just what we have to do, select this particular shape and format shape, solid fill, in that colors. Select the eyedropper. And through the eyedropper, you can choose any of the colors. Let's use this particular shade. And for the line, let's remove the border. Border is removed. And from here, let's select the color from this part and remove the border. This can be, let's say, if this shape is, let's say you are finding small, तो आप बड़ा करके आप ऐसा कर सकते हो to give better effect, right? I hope everyone is clear up to this point. I hope quick yes no in the chat box, and if there is anyone lagging behind, we can go back and check. Okay, so now let's select the जो between जो हमारा shape है, right, text है, उसमें जो effect है, let's create that effect, right? So let's go to the insert text box and put it into the between and write the content that you want to place, right? You can write your name also. So I'm writing Gujarat University and उसको बड़ा कर देते हैं, right? And let's say if I want to use, अच्छा, अब मैं आपको थोड़ा सा text formatting का कुछ चीजें बता देता हूँ, right? Text formatting का. So in that पहले तो placeholder को या फिर text formatting पहले देख लेते हैं. We have multiple options called bold, italic, underline, shadow, correct? Sometimes एक कुछ टाइप की टेक्स्ट होती है ना, तो उसको लेट्स से हम एक स्पेसिंग के साथ थोड़ा सा, जब भी फंट अच्छे होते हैं बट उसके अंदर जो स्पेसिंग होता है, कैरेक्टर स्पेसिंग, विच इज नॉट प्रॉपर. सो व्हाट वी यूज, गो टू दिस फंट, ये जो एरो होगा ना, दैट यू विल क्लिक इन दैट this arrow key, so that it will be there will be a pop-up dialog box regarding the font. So as soon as I click this, you will see multiple options for the text formatting. Here there is a strike through, so it will be strike through, double strike through, right? Superscript, मतलब कि जब हम बात करते थे सबस्क्रिप्ट एंड सुपरस्क्रिप्ट, एक्स स्क्वायर लिखना हो तो 2 ऊपर जाता है, राइट, पावर में, तो वो सुपरस्क्रिप्ट होता है. वो इक्वेशन के थ्रू भी होता है, बट जस्ट ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन दैट. रजिस्टर्ड मार्क आप रखते हो, ट्रेडमार्क लिखते हो, टीएम, दैट इज सुपरस्क्रिप्ट. ओके, character spacing. So here you can expand the characters. For example, let's say 1.5 points. If I do the 1.5 times, it is expanded. You can see that, right? Sometimes this looks very convenient also, right? For example, let me give 2.5 so you can understand better. So this was character spacing. जो भी वर्ड यूज करते हैं उनको ये सारा चीज पता होगा. लेफ्ट अलाइन, सेंटर अलाइन, राइट अलाइन, राइट, जस्टिफाई. नाउ प्लेस जो होल्डर है उसको हमें मिडल में कर देना है. फॉर दैट इनटू द अलाइन you do the center, so it will be in the center, मतलब लेफ्ट राइट के हिसाब से सेंटर. The middle part will be based on the top and bottom, right? So as soon as I do the top and bottom, तो middle में आ जाएगा, right? Okay. In the view option we have also guides. Okay, तो guide रखते हैं बीच में so that अच्छा रहेगा हमें देखने के लिए, right? It is centered. Now we have to give the effect, right? अब इसकी इफेक्ट के लिए बात करते हैं तो एक तो फॉन्ट हमारे व्हाइट कलर थे, that is also can be done very easily. तो चलो ये हो गया व्हाइट. Now insert shapes rectangle and select the rectangle and put it here. Shape fill, no fill हो जाएगा, no fill. Outline, let's say outline में आप weight कुछ बढ़ा दो, up to 6 pt कर दो, या उससे ज्यादा करना हो तो right hand side में you can do it. Let's say let's keep it 10 or 8. This is also can be aligned to the middle and center. Now, the second one is for the effects. Providing the effects such as shadow, glow, reflection, soft edges. Now apply the shadow. Apply the shadow. Here, let's select any one, but अभी के लिए ये करते हैं जो हमारी स्लाइड बनी है, या फिर हम कोई और भी सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से ऊपर वाला करते हैं, राइट? चलो दिस वन. सो आई हैव सिलेक्टेड, यू कैन सिलेक्ट ऑन योर ओन, ठीक है? नाउ देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड डिस्टेंस. अब ये डिस्टेंस जैसे बढ़ेगा ना, यू कैन ऑब्जर्व हियर व्हाट हैपेंस. I am increasing one by one, right? So this is better, right? So let's change the shadow to this one. I guess this will be better, right? The distance wala part, you can give the transparency to the shadow. हाँ, ये shadow का transparency है, shape का नहीं. तो देखो shadow और blur हो, मतलब transparent होता जाएगा. Effect उसकी जो होगी थोड़ा थोड़ा कम होती जा रही है. And then size, or sorry, blur, also it will be blurred, right? So now this is creating a perfect effect. राइट, चलो अब देखते हैं. सो लेट्स क्रिएट दिस इफेक्ट. ओके, ये जो वाली इफेक्ट है, लेट्स क्रिएट दिस. सो वी नो दैट इज अ डॉट, राइट? छोटा सा डॉट है. सो लेट्स गो टू द इंसर्ट shapes and the circle part and put it here. A small circle. Now let me zoom it. Right? चलो, ये सर्कल का हो गया. बाजू में फॉर्मेट शेप और ऑटोमेटिकली ओपन था, तो it will become easy for us. Let's remove the border line and apply the solid fill as let's say pink करना हो तो pink कर सकते हैं. Now, there is a one shortcut, Control D. As soon as I press the Control D, it will duplicate the shape. So do the Control D. Do the Control D. किसी का अनम्यूट हो गया बेटा, आप म्यूट कर सकते हो. मयूर. Control D. Now align that. Align देखो आपको guides मिलते हैं. Alignment के लिए आपको एक guides मिलते हैं automatic. So align that this way. ठीक है, अभी alignment इतना करना है हमें, right? एक बार alignment के बाद keep doing Control D. It will be copy pasted as it is in the same line. Right? Now, okay, you can select the shapes together like this way. Okay, so ये बहुत सारे shapes एक साथ select होंगे जहां तक हमने drag किया है. So now do the Control D. So you will have the entire row of the circled or dots. We can say that. Now align them like this. Right? And then now do the Control D. Sorry. First भी Control D करना होगा आपको, ठीक है? First time जब हम select करते हैं, everything to be Control D. So as soon as I do the Control D, and then putting here Control D, Control D, Control D, it will be copy pasted. Now select all these dots. Select all these dots and put into the groups. So you can have the shortcut called Control G. It will be grouped. Control G. और right click करके भी आप group कर सकते हो. So for example, all these shapes are selected. Right click. There is a option called group. Control G. Now you can rotate this and put it like this. And you can do the Control D or Control C, V, whatever, because now अभी तो आपको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा because एक पैटर्न में नहीं जाना है. Control D is very useful when you want to go into the certain kinds of a pattern, right? देखो ये सेट पैटर्न में नीचे ही जनरेट हुआ, right? So let's see how does it show in the slideshow. So we cannot do anything about these shapes which are going outside, but obviously effect भी नहीं करेगा आपको ज़्यादा because आपके स्लाइड से बाहर है, राइट? तो स्लाइड शो में दिक्कत नहीं करेगा. चलो, let's take a 2-3 minutes break. For the queries, not for me actually, but for your queries. If any person is lagging behind, they can ask queries, and we can resolve that and then move ahead. How many of you are here with me? यहाँ तक कौन पहुंच गया? Just write me, not me in the chat box. सब्ट्रैक्शन नहीं पॉसिबल हो पा रहा है बिकॉज इट्स ग्रुप्ड. सब्ट्रैक्शन पॉसिबल है एक्चुअली इफ यू डू द union instead of grouping them. If you do the union and then subtract, it possible, right? We will do that in next slide, one of this slide. मुझे सारा जितना हो सके उतना दिखाना है. So अभी स्लाइड से बाहर गया तो इश्यू नहीं है. I just wanted to show that. Sometimes शायद इतना टाइम नहीं रहता है तो people just put the things, right? For example, हमें राउंड शेप चाहिए, एक साइड रेक्टेंगल चाहिए, एक साइड राउंड चाहिए, तो people do that, something like this, and right, if they do this, right, one side square, straight line आ गया, another side rounded. So no worries to subtract every time. हाँ, बट यही शेप अगर बीच में चाहिए तो subtract करने की जरूरत पड़ेगी आपको. So if we do the union instead of grouping, we can subtract it easily. I hope there is no query. Right? So let us move ahead now. And ये curve create करते हैं, right? ये curve. ठीक. So again, if you have this blank slide, वहां पे create करना easy रहेगा. So let's create here only shape. अब insert में जाके आप shapes देखोगे, right? Shapes देखोगे, and in that you will see this one, curve. Okay, now let's use this curve. See, एक चीज before I do that, इतना तो पता चल रहा है कि एक स्पाइरल जैसा या कर्व जैसा बन रहा है, राइट? एक स्नेक जैसा बन रहा है. So can I say it is going to be in this direction? या फिर हम एक फॉर्म कर भी सकते हैं as such. ऐसा कुछ अगर फॉर्म कर देना तो शायद हमारे लिए बहुत इजी हो जाएगा. ये तो बहुत इजी है, करेक्ट? आपको नहीं करना है, हाथ से करना है, डायरेक्टली कर सकते हो, बट एक जिगजैग बनेगा, बट विदाउट कर्व, राइट? ये विद कर्व बनेगा, सॉरी, ये विदाउट कर्व है, राइट? तो हम ऐसा कुछ फॉर्मेट करेंगे जो अभी हम करने वाले हैं विद दैट पर्टिकुलर शेप. सो अगर आपको ये नहीं क्रिएट करना है, कोई बात नहीं, आप यहाँ आराम से ऐसा insert shapes and this curve, this one, and then go this way, zigzag way. Later also you can edit the points that we have already done, right? और एटलीस्ट थोड़ा सा हम ध्यान रख ले और फिर यहाँ पे डबल क्लिक करके खत्म. तो ये हमारा कर्व बन गया, राइट? चलो, आई एम एनलार्जिंग दिस. सो अगर आप एग्जैक्ट फॉलो नहीं कर पा रहे, नॉट टू वरी, जस्ट ड्रॉ दिस पर्टिकुलर लाइंस एंड फॉलो दैट पाथ, द सेम वन. So now you go to the edit points in the edit shape part, edit points, and बस अब तो ये जैसे अभी एक बार किया हमने, सिमिलर वे में ही करना है आपको. राइट. ट्राई टू रिमेम्बर, ऊपर से नीचे जाना, नीचे से वापस ऊपर जाओगे तो देखो थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है अगर शेप्स अगर देना स्टार्ट कर दिया तो. राइट. चलो, सो ये हो गया. इसका शेप आउटलाइन थोड़ा बड़ा कर देते, थिक. राइट, वी वांट अ थिक स्नेक. और लेट्स से और इंक्रीज करके यहाँ पे आप साइड में on the right side you can increase it to the, let's say, 12 pt, right, or let's say make it 15 pt and make it a white snake. White. अच्छा, फील तो white ही है, लाइन को white करना पड़ेगा. अभी दिख नहीं रहा है, सो एज ऑफ नाउ रहने देना, या फिर बैकग्राउंड चेंज करके ब्लैक कर सकते हो. वन मोर थिंग, इसकी जो एजिस हैं, कैप हैं, दैट इज फ्लैट, बट राउंड हो तो थोड़ा सा एक स्मूथ फीलिंग आता है. राइट, सो लेट्स यू कैन चेंज इट टू द राउंड ऑल्सो. देखो राउंड हो गया, उसके जो शेप है ना, उसका जो कैप है दैट इज नाउ राउंड. नाउ लेट्स मेक इट, हाँ ऐसा कुछ कर देते, थीन एंड, अच्छा और थीन करना हो तो थीन कर सकते हैं, 12 पॉइंट्स या 10 पॉइंट्स. And then Control X and put it here. So no fill, and then white रखना हो तो white, blue रखना है तो blue. Now you can copy paste this shape as much as you want. Now going to the next shapes. ये ट्रायंगल, रिंग, आई गेस आप लोगों को प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा. ये क्रिएट करते हैं एज ऑफ नाउ. ठीक है, शूटिंग स्टार वाला पार्ट, तो लेट्स क्रिएट दैट. सो फॉर दैट लेट्स क्रिएट हियर ओनली इन द ब्लैंक स्लाइड. इट विल बी इजी फॉर अस. You select this one, rectangle once again, insert shapes, rectangle, and create this one rectangle. No line. Fill में let's apply the gradient fill. This was already done once, so that's why it is giving me this way. But हम change करते हैं उसका color. Let's make it pink. And उसका जो tail होगा ना, tail होगा, देखो gradient एक way में जा रहा है, so अभी आप एक way में उसको directions भी change करके one way दे दो towards down. ठीक है, ऐसा. Right? So ऊपर pink है, नीचे blue है, but नीचे वाला blue है. Now convert this into the pink only. If you want to use, you can use the light pink, but let's use this particular pink only that we already used. Obviously gradient चला गया because same color पे हैं, दोनों same positions पे हैं. Now increase the transparency of the नीचे वाला जो tail है, right? You can increase up to 100% also. 80, 90%, 100% would be good. And now Control C, Control X, whatever, and then Control V on the slide. What we did, we insert the shape rectangle. We apply the fill, gradient fill in the format shape, gradient fill. And here we are applying the transparency towards the second color. Both the colors are same. Towards the second color, we apply the 100% transparency. So this is now created. अब इसको अप्लाई करते हैं यहाँ पे, राइट. Now rotate this and thin and shorter. Right. Okay. Also अभी भी थोड़ा सा edges दिख रहा है, right? थोड़ा सा edges दिख रहा है. So what you can do is line में no line कर दो obviously. Also increase the transparency. Just a second. You can increase the. Okay, अभी शायद जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, थोड़ा सा फिर भी लग रहा है. Let's see in the slideshow. So now also you can increase the transparency or apply the soft edges. चलो वो देखते हैं soft edges क्या होता है. Let's select the shape. Let's select the shape. हाँ, rectangle shape. Now in that effect options, apply the soft edges. So in that edges, you apply this kind of an edge, right? Now it looks like a star, correct? Falling star. Let's look at into the slideshow. So if you increase this particular length तो और effect अच्छा लगेगा, right? And more thinner. I hope this part is clear now. Round edge also can work, but again round edge में क्या हो जाएगा, सिर्फ आगे वाला पार्ट है वो edges, वो sharp edges नहीं रहेंगी, but बाकी का जो part है, when we talk about other part, तो वो भी एक नहीं होगा, तो इसलिए soft edges सारी जगह से soft कर देगा. I hope we got a very good knowledge on the shapes part, right? Because shapes अब इसमें से काफी clear हो गए होंगे. So this is I just included because of the shapes only. So हमें shapes का पूरा अंदाजा आ जाए तो हम अपने हिसाब से कर सकते हैं, right? अच्छा, I hope तो आप लोग साथ में कर ही रहे हैं, and I'm sure that. But I would also like to see कि आप कितना हद तक replicate कर पाए, right? तो लास्ट में अगर टाइम मिलेगा तो we will also see आपके स्क्रीन शेयर करके, if you feel like कि कितना बहुत अच्छा बन गया है. You also applied some of your understanding तो और भी अच्छा बने होगा, right? So I guess we are clear with other shapes also. आप ये आराम से clear कर सकते हो. Plus वाला तो already है. This is the ring, right? तो fill हम no fill कर देंगे. Triangle is also no fill. I guess this is clear, everyone. Shall we move on to the next type, right? चलो अब इस पे जाते हैं. बहुत बार ऐसा देखा गया है, राइट? ऐसे स्लाइड्स कहीं ना कहीं हम देखते हैं लोगों की बनी हुई और हम ट्राई करते हैं कि कहीं से टेम्पलेट मिल जाए. But from that template also one of the slide you like it, but other slides you don't like it, right? But let's create this only from the scratch. So, okay, for example, if there are multiple of such slides, you can create again in the slide master, right? This part you can create in the slide master as well. So let's change it to the blank slide. Insert a new slide and change it to the blank slide. So what you can do is you can go to the view and then slide master, view and then slide master. Let's copy paste this blank slide, rename it, and photo और कंटेंट एंड पिक ऐसा कुछ नाम रखो. पिक्चर विद कंटेंट ऑलरेडी होगा, सो कंटेंट एंड पिक, or you can name it just ABC also for now. Insert the placeholder picture. Right? So this is done. But जो effects है वो हम क्या करेंगे, हम create करेंगे, right? So let's close this particular master view. Let's change it to just what we have created, content and pick wala. Right? Okay. So now you want to insert the pick. So let's insert it. Okay. Actually, this is already have effects. Let us use from the stock images only if we can. So एक फायदा क्या है stock images का? Because Microsoft is giving free of cost, right? So एक problem चला जाता है content plagiarism का, right? So these are Microsoft का stock images. We can use any of them, right? कुछ colors के साथ use करते हैं, थोड़ा लंबा colors वगैरह सब कुछ हो. Let's use this one. Sorry, brightness ज़्यादा हो, colors नहीं, brightness. Okay. Now see what happens. देखो अभी लेफ्ट क्लिक भी नीचे दिख रहा है ना, कंट्रोल लेफ्ट क्लिक, तो वो भी कैसा दिख रहा है आपको? यू कैन इजीली कहीं आपको कुछ हैम्परिंग नहीं हो रहा है, पीछे का कंटेंट भी एज सच इतना हैम्परिंग नहीं हो रहा है. सो दैट इज ऑल व्हाट वी वांट, राइट? सो हम क्या करेंगे, आप देखो इंसर्ट टेक्स्ट बॉक्स करके यू कैन पुट द कंटेंट हियर, राइट? बट दैट यू कैन ऑल्सो टेक इट फ्रॉम हियर ऑल्सो. ठीक है, वो कोई इश्यू नहीं है. वो कंटेंट टेक्स्ट बॉक्स में कोई प्रॉब्लम, कुछ ज्यादा चेंजेस नहीं है, जस्ट साइज इंक्रीज करिए. सो आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग इट हियर, बट एज यू कैन सी हियर it is not that readable, right? Yeah, Ronak, we can do that also, insert shape, but काफी बार ये multiple times use करना हो तो just for that slide master में create करो. बाकी अब shape में जाके भी you can change it to the picture, और directly pictures input करके भी इसमें कर सकते हो. बट प्लेस होल्डर का फायदा क्या होता है कि वो एग्जैक्ट साइज में फिट करके दे देता है, right? Important part is the Gujarat University is not probably properly visible, right, as of now, right? थोड़ा सा अच्छा feel नहीं आ रहा है. For that, what you can do is again insert the shapes and put it here. Now solid fill. Let's apply the black color. For a change, let's apply the yellow color. ठीक है, black तो चलो black से पहले बता देता हूँ, फिर yellow देखते हैं. Black, and now increase the transparency. And अब जो भाई क्या हो गया, we inserted the shape, we increase the transparency to 80%. but Gujarat University पीछे चला गया, so we have to send this particular shape to the backward. So we apply the send backward option here. Now you can see. So देखो, without this and with this, right? You can observe the differences. Let's decrease the transparency for now, and let's check this. Right? So other placeholders also you can place like let's say for example text box हम scratch से create करना है तो scratch से कर दे. Let's say here just writing some random, you can do it and you can prove it. And white color, you want to increase the font size, that you can also include. So now this was the main important thing for us, right? Okay. Now other things you can all let's copy paste this particular text boxes, right? ये तो हमें simple है, ठीक है, text box आप simple ले सकते हो. Control C and then here Control V. It will be as it is. Again you can take the Control D वाला help, right? Automatically दोनों side same आ जाएंगे, right? Now ये जो वाला जो 1 2 3 4 है वो कैसे कर सकते हैं? So again, not a tough task. Let's do the insert text and put it here. And write 0 1. Increase the size. Now, what you can do is, अब ये text box create करने के बाद you can also change the shape of this. Just go to the shape format. After selecting this, go to the shape format and you can change it to anything. For example, ये 7 लिखा है, मतलब कि हेप्टागोन बोलते हैं या हेप्टागोन बोलते हैं या फिर ऑक्टागोन, right? So circle तो circle चलेगा, right? So let's use this. And अभी जो shape create हुआ उसका color वगैरह हमें check करना होगा. So उसका fill option, solid fill, and color change कर देते हैं. Let's keep it maroon. Right? चलो, so text को center line कर लेते हैं, right? Now this can be replicated easily. So this can be replicated here also. Sometimes you want it into slide number, right? Sometimes you want it into slide number. So what you can do, you just put this particular shape as it is in the slide number part. For example, Control C and go to the view. In the slide master, ये जो slide number है ना यहाँ पे, वहां पे आप चेंज कर सकते हो. For example, let's say यहाँ पे चाहिए. Let's say keep it here only as of now. And या फिर यहाँ पे शेप चेंज कर देते हैं ये पर्टिकुलर टेक्स्ट बॉक्स का, राइट, दैट इज ऑल्सो फाइन. Shape format, go to the edit shape and select the circle and solid fill. Right now close the slide master view. You can find the अच्छा हमने जिसमें चेंज किया वो अलग था, राइट, पिक्चर कंटेंट वगैरह था. सो आई होप यू गॉट इट. अच्छा यहाँ पे हमने इंसर्ट करके स्लाइड फुटर वगैरह नहीं डाला है. सो यू गो टू द इंसर्ट, you go to the header and footer and apply the slide number here. Go to the header footer and apply the slide number. It will be applied to all, right, this way, pink color. But हमें इसी स्लाइड में चेंज किया था इसी टाइप की पिक्चर कंटेंट वाला. सो अप्लाई टू दिस ओनली. अदर में नॉर्मली हमारा स्लाइड नंबर आएगा जैसे कि 9, राइट, यहाँ पे 7 and this one is an 8, right. I hope this is clear. This particular slide is also clear. Other things can be copy pasted, right, up to. Okay, good. Now this effect, for this effect let's create one more slide as of now and let's keep it blank. Many thing will be again same. जो हमारा शेप था ऐसा कुछ चाहिए था. लेट्स क्रिएट अनदर वे, राइट, कुछ अलग वे में देखते हैं, थोड़ा सा और अच्छे से कुछ कर सके तो देखते हैं. सो लेट्स क्रिएट दिस राउंडेड रेक्टेंगल, ठीक है, राउंडेड कॉर्नर्स वाला. ओके, लेट्स क्रिएट दिस वन. Something random we are doing. Right? Sure. So let's now let's apply the अच्छा एक और चीज, एक फंक्शन और we can align them horizontally, distribute equally. So if we do this function, it spaces का कोई issue नहीं रहेगा. जैसे कि let's do this, right, and do the same thing here. So distributed, aligned horizontally, right. मतलब कि फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट को सेम रख के दे आर ट्राइंग टू डू दैट. ओके, जो हॉरिजॉन्टली डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, राइट. Now what you can do is let's before doing things, just copy paste this 3 only as of now. Let's keep them here. Okay, Now let's select all the shapes and do the union. Go to the shape format, merge shapes, and go to the union. So all the shapes will be combined now. Also do the same thing here. Now selecting this particular shape, go to the view and the slide master. And let's create one more layout and rename it something like also pict2 and Control V. You can subtract the shapes now. Let's subtract it, or let's subtract it. चलो फटाफट, नहीं करते तो भी चलता, but let's do it. Right. Now let's put the picture holder. And do the intersection. And send it to the back. Select the picture holder and then shape, intersect. Right? Okay, I hope this was actually already done once. Let's use that particular thing. ये जो हमने किया था, let's use that. So Control C, and again go to the slide master. And Control V. Subtract the shapes. Now put this into the as it is, जहां पे हमने लेने की कोशिश की थी, right? And now apply the gradient fill, and in that a solid fill भी कर दो, कोई बात नहीं. Solid fill करके let's say apply the green color and increase the transparency. And no line, border no. ठीक है? So let's see ये कैसे इफेक्ट दिखेगा. अगर फिर डाउट होगा तो we'll come back again. Now let's insert the picture. Okay, that part was not actually implemented, right? So actually वो पिक्चर बाद में आता है तो उसके पीछे छुप जाता है. So कोई बात नहीं, हम क्या करेंगे, व्यू में से जो हमने काम कर रखा था या फिर यहाँ से अलग से हम ले सकते हैं इसको. Control C, and then put it here. Control V, and apply here. And then same thing, just apply the green filter, no border, transparency. Right? Some part will look like in green shade. I hope this is clear, everyone. I hope this is clear, everyone. एक बार quick yes no हो जाए in the chat box. Good. So many things we can do with such things, and sometimes अब ये picture holder वाला I guess आपको थोड़ा सा अब easy भी रहेगा, है ना? We can come back to this particular part later because अब animation पे थोड़ा सा move on करते हैं because that is also very important. So from this actually अभी तक जो हमने पढ़ा उसमें से insert वाले में से we could understood many thing, right? Shapes ने देखा हमने, right? उसको subtract कैसे करता है, intersect, union, shape को transparency देख के text को ऊपर कैसे लेके आना है. Now अब हम देखते slide master भी काफी हद तक पता चल गया हमें, right? How to use the slide master from the view, we can go to the slide master. काफी चीजें slide master में बन जाएगी. सेम थिंग जो यहाँ पे दिक्कत आई हमें ग्रीन वाली, वो चीज यहाँ पे भी दिक्कत आएगी आपको. सो ये अलग से आपको रखना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? सॉरी, दिस ग्रीन येलो एंड ये अलग से रखा है. दिस इज नॉट इन द मास्टर फाइल. सो ये यहाँ से इफेक्ट आता है, करेक्ट? और ये जो इफेक्ट है, एक बार इफेक्ट हम देख लेते हैं स्लाइड मास्टर में जाके. व्हेन यू सी दिस इफेक्ट, द पिक्चर प्लेस होल्डर आपको इंसर्ट करना रहेगा. यू कैन इंसर्ट द पिक्चर प्लेस होल्डर एंड देन सेम वे उसकी बॉर्डर ऐड कर लो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 6 pt. डू द वाइट बॉर्डर, राइट? एंड देन सेम वे में जैसे शेप को हम फॉर्मेट करते हैं, शेडो, right? And then you increase the distance. Also you blur it to the larger, and again distance increase करो, again blur करो. So जितना आप वो करोगे डिस्टेंस, इतनी डेप्थ मिलती जाएगी, करेक्ट? क्लियर? सो बस ऐसे 3 पिक्चर क्रिएट करने होते हैं, राइट? Sometimes people also do such kind of things. For example, let's say, let's duplicate it. For example, यहाँ पे एक पिक्चर रखा, फिर then overlap pictures like this. Right? This also looks sometimes nice because let's say let's say for example we are we all know अगर कंपनी में काम कर रहे हैं, ब्रांड है अपनी, let's say apparel brand है for example, and in that apparel brand just हमें show करना है कि what are the just ऐसे ही trousers कितने अच्छे, कौन से डिजाइन सबसे ज्यादा बिकी है, right? Just for example. Not technical or not some managerial input, just design perspective input, right? Portfolio discuss करना हो हमारे designs का. तो ये बहुत ही बेटर वे जस्ट ऐसे कर सकते हैं, राइट. देयर कैन बी अनदर वे. यहाँ पे अब कॉर्नर्स में भी सारे ऐसे फ्रेम्स, आधी फ्रेम बाहर, आधी फ्रेम इनसाइड, करेक्ट. एंड यू कैन मेक द डिजाइन लाइक दिस, राइट. तो कंपनी के डिफरेंट डिफरेंट डिजाइंस के कॉर्नर्स में रहेंगे, पूरा कंपनी का प्रेजेंटेशन बीच में चल सकता है, करेक्ट. सो दैट कैन बी द वे. सो क्रिएटिवली तो कोई स्कोप नहीं है. यू कैन एनलार्ज योर स्कोप अप टू एनीथिंग, राइट. चलो, सो नाउ लेट्स फोकस ऑन दिस एनिमेशन पार्ट नाउ. पूरा अभी बनाने में थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट जाएगा, टाइम जाएगा. हम ट्राई करेंगे कि पूरा बना पाए सेम एज इट इज, बट मल्टीपल इफेक्ट्स देखने की कोशिश करना है. एक स्लाइड में सब कुछ रखना कैसे होता है, वी विल गो एंड अंडरस्टैंड दिस. अगेन लेट्स क्रिएट द ब्लैंक स्लाइड. जस्ट चेंज द लेआउट टू द ब्लैंक. एंड just to give you an idea kitne animations jayenge, I'm going to open the animation. It will be open in the sidebar of the right side, right. So let's do the play all. You will understand kya ho raha hai. Just ek baar dekh lete hain. I hope you got the animation. कितना हमारा हो रहा है, right? क्या क्या processes हो रही है. So let's create one by one. This only example, ठीक है? So easy रहे, सबका common रहे. Starting with then first text box. So you write it whatever the sum you are doing or whatever the flow you are going to present, right? So let's create this text box, and to make it more readable, I'm just putting the background color yellow, red, green, anything, but मैं shape का color कर रहा हूँ, text का color नहीं, shape का background color. So let's insert the text once again. I'm just copy pasting this. I will remove the shape color, fill color. And let's keep it the outline. So अभी हमें अच्छा लगे, समझ में आए कि भी क्या flow जा रहा है. And home button पे जाके let's change the color to the, let's say, red color. Right. So first, let's copy paste the text from the previous slide only. So we don't have to copy paste anything. So क्या होगा, convert this number to the decimal. ये हम copy paste करते हैं. तो ये easy है. Let's put the equations, ठीक है? तो हम animation pen हटाते हैं, so तो दिखे clearly. Convert binary to decimal. 1001, ठीक है. Let's skip that number. Edit text था 1000111, for example. Let's keep it that only 1001. Right, 0.011. So how do we create? So ये equation form में है. So this particular thing आप directly ऐसे कर सकते हो, convert to equation, ठीक है? You can do the convert to equation also, but then वापस आपको थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम होगा when you want to do the जो बाइनरी का सबस्क्रिप्ट किया हुआ है. So directly also you can do it. Insert, go to the insert. There is something called equation. So आप equation कर दो, automatically equation में convert हो गया. ये जो फॉर्म फन स्टाइल है that is ये जो फन स्टाइल है that is math related है, right? Cambria math. In the equation you can see multiple options. देखो scripts में है, power में चाहिए या subscript चाहिए, correct? या दोनों चाहिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल सिग्मा होता है, सिग्मा 1 to n जाता है, तो पीपल यूज दैट सबस्क्रिप्ट सुपरस्क्रिप्ट बोथ. ठीक है, एज पर द रिक्वायरमेंट यू कैन यूज दैट, बट अभी हम कुछ यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं है, अभी एज इट इज रखते हैं. लेट्स कन्वर्ट दिस. सो नाउ स्पेस दिस वन एंड यू पुट द होल पार्ट. चलो कॉपी करते हैं सेम वे. राइट, अब क्या होगा, राइट? अब क्या होगा कि भाई हमें जो ये चीज है ना, ये सारे टेक्स्ट बॉक्स है ना, हमें ऐसे चाहिए, राइट? सो मैं क्या करता हूं, ये टेक्स्ट बॉक्स को लेके इसमें एनिमेशन क्रिएट कर देता हूं. एज सुन एज आई क्रिएट द एनिमेशन हियर, let's say this one animation fade, and now if I do the control C control V, it will be copy pasted with the animation only. So I know the flow is going to be same, है ना? तो सारे टेक्स्ट बॉक्स का हम सेम एनिमेशन रखने वाले हैं. So I just do the control C control V. So animation is copy pasted. You can see 1 and then 2, again V. The animation is copy pasted 1, 2 and 3. Let's just change the numbers A, B, C, D, text only, not numbers, for our understanding only that it is changing. Right, so animation, you go to the animation, you select the animation, it will be changed, right? Now one of the animation that I have used is dash 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 जो आ रहा था to explain कि भाई ये क्या है, right? So what I did was I inserted the text box again. Let's say I insert the text box again, and I use this dash 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 space dash, right? And increase the size. Now try to fit it here. This will be a separate text box and I'm trying to put it here. I'm trying to fit it here. Right, so this can be done now. अब जो एनिमेशन यूज करते हैं, in that you go to the animations, and then you apply a wipe option also, but in that wipe option you go to the effect and apply from the left. Let's check it. Play from this one, right? It went very fast. So let's increase the duration. 7 seconds, and now let's see that. right? So this dash 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 is coming. So this is starting dash. I hope animation is clear up to this point. I hope animation is clear up to this point. Okay. Now, so you can apply other animations also for the arrows, right? ये जो arrows हैं उसके लिए भी आप other animations apply कर सकते हो. For the text, ये जो text थी, right? उसके लिए what we have to do is let's select this particular text, the whole text. But हम सिर्फ text select करेंगे and let's put it here. So to apply the animation here, see, when we apply this particular animation, जो एक एक करके आ रहा है, same animations we are going to apply, but this particular animation cannot be applied to the paragraph wise, right? So हमें क्या करेंगे? Paragraph wise apply करेंगे. You go to the effect option, then from left, but not all at once or as one object, but by paragraph. So you apply the by paragraph. Right? So what we have learned in the animation part, wipe, that is going from the left and by paragraph. So effect options हमने समझने की कोशिश की, right? So now let's see क्या होगा. Correct. Now you can increase the duration as per your requirement. आपकी flow कैसा है बोलने का, या फिर आप अगर record कर रहे हो slide show तो उस हिसाब से आप पर जाएगा, है ना? If you are यहाँ पे let's say circle digit फटाफट आ जाएगा because वो total duration के हिसाब से जाएगा. So for the 8th one, for example, we have probably kept more seconds, and let's see that. Right? So this is how one by one animations has to be done stepwise. All the flow, all the process, all the content probably has to be created in the Word file first, and then you copy paste stepwise in this particular thing. That's why I have taken up this numerical example so that you can understand the flow, right? Because it is always going by the stepwise. But according to your presentation, you go to the flow wise, and this is actually very helpful when you want to go back to the previous step and then come again to the next step, right? So I hope this is understood to everyone. Others are almost similar. The arrows are also similar. We have to create the arrows separately through the insert shapes option. Right? चलो वन मोर, यहाँ पे एक और हम देखते हैं, ठीक है? यहाँ पे only one extra animation that I have created was movement वाला, ठीक है, movement वाला. So in that movement, let's do the play all. Correct. So as you can see here, many animations are created, but when you create individually, it doesn't have complex process. So what you can do, again, let's start with the blank slide, and let's put this. ये जो हमारा already created है, उसको हम copy कर लेते हैं, decimal to binary, this one, and let's ये सारा copy करके रखते हैं अभी. सो अब यहाँ वाला जो पार्ट है उसको मैं रिमूव करता हूं. And let's take this particular text also. Okay, now so we want one only thing, that is path animation, right? What we are going to understand is path animation. So here already we have equal to, so just copy paste this one and remove the equal to part and just place it as it is here. And similarly, copy paste the same part and remove the equal to and make it overlap. Now select this one and the last text box, 6th and last one, right? And apply the animation called path animation. So how do we do that? Already one time animation is doing there, right? So we just add the animation motion path. There is some animation called motion path. So we have multiple animation. One is in disappearing. So we also want to, let's say, disappear this particular the whole part. Let's say हम ये disappear करते हैं, right? After the process is end, so we exit. So there is something called exit. So there are multiple options here in the exit. Let's say you select the random bars. So this will be exited here. And as soon as that is exit, we want answer to be placed. Motions path, lines. Okay, now let's select this one at here. And let's select this one to here. Right? Now, you can also create another text box and for the answer here, and remove the animation as of now. Remove the animation. right? So this has been placed now, as you can see. This one particular animation was not applied, one animation called dissolved in. So I will just apply it because copy paste में नहीं आया था. Let's apply the appear for now. And this also go with the start previous. So there are three options. Start on click. When you click, the animation will trigger. Start with previous. मतलब कि एक बार previous के साथ साथ ही वही animation start होगा. And एक होगा start after previous. So after the animation, previous animation gets over, then and then the next animation will be start now. So let's apply the start with previous. Now let's see. Just a second. Right? So this is motion path. Actually, motion path की help की वजह से you can actually create many slide transitions में भी आप एक slide transition ऐसा नहीं, but एक animation में ऐसा कुछ कर सकते हो जैसे कि the background is actually like पर्दा खुल रहा है, वैसा आप effect भी दे सकते हो, right? So बहुत सारे effects ऐसे दे सकते हो, and but flow के लिए बहुत important रहता है to make people understand, right? So there are multiple types of animation, entry, exit वगैरह. Now, I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear, everyone. If there is any doubt, then we can take the doubts. I guess थोड़ा सा ये आपको लग रहा होगा, right, कि थोड़ा सा वैसे जा रहा है डिजाइन्स वगैरह के हिसाब से, बट मल्टीपल वेज में हम अगर देखें तो कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ काम लग सकता है, राइट? Okay, now next this particular slides. So what particularly is used? Obviously, multiple again animations. So how do we do that? So first of all, going into the bullet points आप clear करो. And the first way, जैसे कि आप देखो, इतना ही हम select करके देखें तो क्या होगा? One by one things are coming up. And then from this onwards, lack of flexibility से poor security, lack of data sharing, program data dependency, 5 बाकी के points हैं, 4 बाकी के points हैं. Those points are dissolved together. Look at the sixth one. Look at the sixth one. As soon as that is dissolved in, हमारा ये bubble, जो speech bubble है, वो आ जाता है. So let's create this. So how do we go about it? So let's say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Let's name something. Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. So let's give the sufficient breaks or spaces between the names of the states. Now you apply this. आप independently आप दे सकते हो, ठीक है? Independently देना बहुत important रह जाएगा. All the text boxes independently. So यहाँ पे भी independent text box में भी कर सकते हैं. Independent नहीं करना हो तो together भी कर सकते हैं. Independent जैसे मैंने अभी सिखाया decimal binary में, वैसे वे में. Right? चलो, so animations apply करते हैं. Appear, normal, standard appear, everything will be appeared, or let's say give them on the start on click. So you go to the here, go to this part, start on click. And then all these three will be disappeared or you go to the add animation part. Here you go to the add animation part and exit, for example, dissolved in, resolved out. Right? And you can remove this particular animation. So all 5, 6, 7 will be dissolved out with the on the click. Or let's say keep it previous. So क्या previous रखना पड़ेगा? सिर्फ मध्य प्रदेश and राजस्थान, not Maharashtra. Otherwise 4 के बाद तुरंत dissolve out हो जाएगा. So 6 and 7 will be dissolved out. So now let's apply this. Okay, durations. Let's apply the duration. Right? So, and as soon as this 3 goes out, you insert whatever data you wanted to insert. For example, we want to write something like that. Right? So anything that you can enter. अब इसका एनिमेशन हमें ऐड करने के टाइम ध्यान रखना है कि it should be with the previous one, right? So with the previous one. So now when we select from this one, right? So this is how the flow is actually created. And as in the previous slide, हमने एक स्लाइड में बहुत सारा कुछ किया था. Sometimes you do not find feasible, और आपको लगता है कि बहुत सारा हो जाएगा because multiple slides जा रही है, आप देख सकते हो. So what you can do is you can create the multiple slides, right? एक ही स्लाइड में सारा एनिमेशन क्रिएट करना is going to be a difficult task. Clear? So you create a multiple slide. How do we create? So यहाँ पे एक स्टेज पे जो खत्म होगा, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप डेटा रिडंडेंसी समझा दिया, फिर उसके बाद लैक ऑफ फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी होगा. सो फ्रॉम दैट नाउ व्हाट यू कैन डू, आप यहाँ पे एज इट इज ये रखोगे और स्लाइड 1 पे हमारा डिसॉल्व आउट हो जाना चाहिए. मतलब देखो, फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट्स सी दैट. अब क्या होगा, अब पांचों के पांचों पॉइंट्स दिखेंगे इसके बाद, और ये डिसॉल्व आउट हो जाना चाहिए, रिडंडेंसी जो पूरा स्पीच बबल है वो, राइट? और ये बीच में हमने जो क्रिएट किया था वो. ओके, सो ये यहां से स्टार्ट होगा, राइट? ऑटोमेटिकली डिसॉल्व आउट बिकॉज स्लाइड इज चेंज्ड. And now you want a second point to be explained. So lack of flexibility will be there, other will be dissolved out. I hope everyone is getting what animation is and how to understand the flow. Everyone, quick yes, no, everyone. Good, good. So from my side, यहाँ पे agenda over हो रहा है. But if you want to understand anything else, actually, okay, I have one more agenda which was very, very unique for the 365. I just forgot it. Actually, this is very unique and very, very easy for the people who want to make the quick presentation, right? So let me create random slides here. let's change the layout. This one, simple one. This is simple layout. Okay, simple layout. Okay, now this is going to be very important for 365 users. अगर नहीं है तो आप देखो, एक महीने का लाइसेंस लेके चेक करो. It is very useful for making quick designs and quick things, right? मैं अभी आपको चीज दिखाने जा रहा हूँ. Just I'm writing. Let's say I am explaining the concept called in the title slide. Let's say I'm explaining the concept called cyber security, right? Cyber security. There is a wonderful option called design ideas. And on the top part आप देख सकते हो, top right corner, design ideas. As soon as I click this, I will have the designs generated by the Microsoft. Right? So let's say I can select any of this. ये पहले तीन वाले हैं जो कुछ animated है और कुछ applied animations, slide transitions हैं, और एक में तो क्या है कि as a background image it is giving me the video or the clip or the GIF, right? So if I select this, it will download the media. जैसे डाउनलोड होगा क्लैरिटी आ जाएगी. हाँ, right? एक और important चीज क्या है? Let's say I'm using this particular very simple one, this one, ठीक है? कोई ज्यादा बड़ा चीज नहीं. I'm using this one only, and let's say I'm inserting a new slide for the content. So it will give me the slide suggestions based on the what I have used previously. Title slide जो use किया, उसी के संदर्भ में, उसी के reference में, it will give me suggestions. Right? One more thing. Let me add some more points here. Let's say I want to explain security defenses. And I'm putting first point as in, let's say, encryption. Then passwords. And firewall. Right? I have three defenses. I'm just explaining this. And let's look at the ideas suggested by it. Look at this one. Correct? Very, very important, right? If I would have told you this one before starting the lecture, शायद lecture लेने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, ऐसा हो जाता, right? So many functionalities are there. You can use different smart arts. देखो अलग अलग वे में आ रहा है, right? Colors भी, वो icons भी दे रहा है, ठीक है? ये icons वगैरह भी हम create कर सकते हैं. कोई मतलब icons तो नहीं, icons तो आप कहीं से आप ले सकते हो. पूरा image, free image मिलता है, पूरे icons का set of icons in the electronic segment, in the marketing segment, in the different other segments also, finance also, computers also. So you can take up those icons and put it like this. So it एक relatable लगता है कि what is password. So एक दिखता है. Firewall में यहाँ पे fireword use नहीं किया, उसने firewall ही किया, right? इतना precise है. So Also, sometimes let's say you want something else. For example, I want to mention the manpower. So let's say teamwork or manpower. So I just write the team work. And I'm okay. I just have to okay. See this one, or you can see this one, right? A very important feature. Very important feature of the Microsoft 365. Right? So this is about design ideas that Microsoft is giving. So जब भी आपको let's say you want to use this particular feature, choose the word very carefully. ठीक है, भले ही आपका वर्ड डायरेक्ट अगर बहुत टेक्निकल है, बहुत टेक्निकल वर्ड है, तो उसको ब्रेक डाउन करो आपके व्यू में. आपको कौन सा आइकन चाहिए? लाइक गूगल सर्च करते हो ना कि वो मुझे एनक्रिप्शन है, वो अगर आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर पाया, बट मुझे पता है कि वो एनक्रिप्ट करता है, मतलब जो कोड लैंग्वेज जो मैसेज जाता है उसको कोड कर देता है, समथिंग सिमिलर, राइट? सो आई विल जस्ट यूज द लॉक वर्ड, LOCK लॉक. It will give me the lock, right? It's like a Google search only. It's like a Google search only and giving you the suggestions based on the slide design. Are we clear? Okay. One question in the chat box saying about the morph transitions. क्या समझना चाहते हो बेटा? Basically in the morph. For example, let's say slide में use कर सकते हैं morph, even objects में भी use कर सकते हैं, right? So क्या हो जाएगा सीधा morph transitions? What is morph? क्या समझते हो morph से? आप समझते क्या हो? From one object to another object, correct? So अगर transition में तो सीधा अप्लाई कर सकते हो, right? Through this particular thing, right? कैसे हुआ देखो, एक वे में देखो आप कैसे हो रहा है morph transitions. स्मूथ ट्रांजिशन, इट्स अ स्मूथ ट्रांजिशन. सो वन से दूसरा कैसे मूव होता है पता भी नहीं चलता, राइट? सो उसके लिए यू कैन यूज मल्टीपल एनिमेशंस में ही आप जो एग्जिट वगैरह ऑप्शंस है ना उसमें ही ज्यादा आप यूज कर सकते हो. सो एंट्री एग्जिट ही आपको थोड़ा सा मेंटेन करना होगा इन दैट एनिमेशंस में जाके. सो फॉर एग्जांपल अभी हमने किया इतना मॉर्फ नहीं था, मतलब कि इतना स्मूथ ट्रांजिशंस नहीं था, राइट? सो एग्जैक्टली यहां पे है ना effect options. Okay, let's change this particular to the fade, right? And let's say duration थोड़ा बढ़ा देते हैं input का, and this is also dissolved out है, तो let's say उसको भी fade कर देते हैं, right? And duration बढ़ा देते हैं. ओके, नाउ अभी जो स्टार्ट ऑन क्लिक रखा है ना फिफ्थ वाला, राइट? So Rajasthan के बाद let me create this start after previous, और उसमें ये जो पार्ट है ना थोड़ा सा आगे ले सकते हैं हम, जैसे ये जो एरो किया है ना थोड़ा सा या फिर जस्ट अ सेकंड इसका ड्यूरेशन बढ़ा देते हैं. Okay, start after previous, and then you do the start after previous and increase the delay. Increase the delay. Actually मैंने एक किया हुआ है for the timer. एक टाइमर भी बना सकते हैं पाई चार्ट में. सो वो मैं आपको दिखाता हूं 1 मिनट के बाद. So let's increase the duration but delay also. And this one also delayed. Right? Fade use किया and delay. देखो मध्य प्रदेश राजस्थान, देखो जैसे धीरे धीरे जा रहा है ना वैसे. सो दोनों डिसॉल्व था ना, ये हम चेंज कर सकते हैं. इसको हम फेड आउट कर दे तो इफेक्ट अच्छा दिखेगा. समझ में आया? स्मूथ ट्रांजिशंस. बाकी स्लाइड ट्रांजिशन तो आप इजीली कर ही सकते हो मॉर्फ डायरेक्ट अप्लाई करके. करेक्ट. रौनक, आर वी क्लियर ऑन दिस? टाइमर क्रिएट करना भी एक इंपॉर्टेंट होता है काफी बार. लेट्स से इफ we are giving a quiz, right, and there is a question answer round or quiz round, so we can create the timer also. Shape, let me create another slide only. Shape, circle, you apply the animation shape and out. Let's see that. Okay, not shape actually. क्यों नहीं हुआ? Okay, इसमें wipe option. Just a second. Wheel. Okay, so wheel option and one spoke only, two spoke nahi, one spoke only, and increase the duration. Now 59 seconds से ज्यादा नहीं होता, so you cannot apply 2 minute timer, 3 minute timer. मतलब आपको अप्लाई करना हो तो कर सकते हो, बट पहले आपको 59 seconds आपको करना होगा, right? And then you again do the control C and control V. Let's say change the color. For example, let's change the color so it will be easy. I'm also shifting a bit. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा हम शिफ्ट कर देते हैं. एंड जो पुराना वाला सर्कल है ना उसको एक और हम डिसॉल्व आउट कर देंगे. एज सुन एज उसका टाइम खत्म होता है इट शुड डिसॉल्व आउट. सो एनिमेशन ऐड करेंगे और लेट्स से डिसअपीयर कर देते हैं, राइट? और ये जो टाइमर है उसके तुरंत बाद स्टार्ट हो जाना चाहिए. स्टार्ट विद द प्रीवियस, राइट? लेट्स सी दैट. सो एक 59 सेकेंड्स है ना, उसकी जगह मैं 5 सेकेंड कर देता हूं. This will be 5 second timer. And then another 5-second timer. So 10-second ka timer. If you put 59, तो 2 minute का timer. Because timer option is very difficult. यहाँ पे नहीं आता, slide show में नहीं दिखता है. When आप पूरा screen कभी share नहीं करते, right? For example, in online, so you will not have the timer option. आप जब सिर्फ slide show share करते हो, तो टाइमर वाला जो पॉपअप होगा या विंडो होगा, दैट इज नॉट शेयर अगर आप टाइमर अलग से कोई ऐप डाउनलोड कर रहे हो विंडोज में. सो एट दैट टाइम दिस इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी यूजफुल. अगर पूरा स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहे हो तो फिर टाइमर ऐप तो कोई इशू नहीं. Yeah, so I guess this is it from my side. I hope you learned, you enjoyed. There are many things that you should go back and check again because काफी चीज यूज नहीं करते, काफी चीज करते भी हैं, right? So did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the session today?
Yes, sir.
No is also an option, huh? That is fine. Feedback is always a feedback.
हेलो सर, ये
Yes.
लास्ट वाला फिर से बताइए ना, टाइमर वाला.
टाइमर वाला, हाँ. सो क्या किया हमने, 2 सर्कल क्रिएट किए. लेट मी क्रिएट वंस अगेन, जस्ट एन इंसर्ट 2 सर्कल. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू पुट एन एनिमेशन कॉल्ड wheel and putting it, let's say अभी के लिए 5 सेकेंड का टाइमर. आप 59 तक जा सकते हो, not more than that. So 5-second timer. Now this has to go out. Agar we want to multiply it, for example, 2-minute timer, 3-minute timer, so you have to copy paste this one. So ये circle copy कर दिया. Just to make you explain, I'm just changing the color of that. So इसका भी 5-second का timer automatic create हो गया. And then start add animation. You go to the add animation because as soon as this blue circle का काम खत्म होता है 5 second, you want the blue circle to be dissolved out. So let's disappear कर देते हैं. And then ये ऊपर नीचे कर सकते हैं हम because dissolve out होने के बाद हमें चाहिए second timer. Now let's check it कैसे होगा. करेक्ट. यहाँ पे स्टार्ट विद द प्रीवियस भी कर सकते हैं, तो एज सुन एज दैट इज गॉन ये स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, राइट. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा डिले कर सकते हैं एंड देन यू कैन चेक. राइट. और यहाँ पे अगर डिसॉल्व आउट रखते डिसअपियर की जगह तो आराम से स्मूथ ट्रांजिशन होता. I hope I answered your query, but yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I think सबको अच्छे से learning वगैरह सब हो गया होगा. I have shared the slides already, so ये आपको कहीं ना कहीं काम में लगेगा. ठीक है. Directly आप कुछ चीजें तो use कर सकते हो, right? And make the best use of the design ideas that is suggested by the Microsoft, right? So that's it from my side. Thank you so much.
Any quick questions, anyone?
Okay. Yes. Zarana, you want to say something?
No, ma'am, no, sir.
Okay. Fine. Yeah, so your question was about the feedback form. So I have already answered that in the chat box. Thank you so much, Mr.
Ma'am,
Smith.
excuse me just a minute. I request everyone to please turn on their cameras. Sir, if you can to please turn on the cameras so we can capture this moment.
Okay.
Participants also please turn on your cameras so we can capture it. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
so much, Hetvi. Thank you, Mr. Smith. It was really a wonderful session, and these 3 days, even I was learning many new things, and I'm very sure that the participants have learned, something new. I think many things new, and for most of them, everything must be new only. So I hope that you would be able to utilize whatever Mr. Smith has taught to you. The same link is available on your YouTube, on our YouTube. So you can refer Bkspms Dppg. Okay, so the lectures, all the 3 lectures, some of you might have missed the first or second or something like that. So you can refer all the 3 sessions on our YouTube. And thank you so much all once again, and keep on joining. So there's also one more workshop on the quantitative finance that we are going to about to organize, and that would be useful for all the finance as well as the non-finance students. So how the quants in finance, say for example, the concepts like capital budgeting, the concepts like time value of money. How do you do that in different platforms with the help of the softwares? So on that we are about to come very soon. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a nice time. Thank you, Mr. Smith, once again on behalf of Department of Public Policy and Governance, BK School of Professional and Management Studies, Gujarat University. Thank you so much once again. Have a
Thank you
nice
so
day.
much, ma'am. Thank you so much, students.
Thank you, ma'am.